Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I shall be discussing Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 2, Episode 16. Woo! This episode was shit. I'm starting to feel like Tyler Perry just gave up on life.
Gave up on BET.
I'm hoping he's just preparing for all the Queen's men. That's what I'm hoping that he's doing. Like, he's putting all his resources into this because he's definitely I feel like he's treating the show the way he treated the have and have-nots, and that's not a compliment. The writing was bad, and drawn the fuck out. We want to know about Barry at the cult, since we need Ruthless in the Oval.
I forgot about Barry, to be honest.
That's what we need. We need to know what's going on with the investigation of Jean's murder. That's what we need. Instead,
Jean, the maid, who else?
The white woman maid, she's
Diana.
dead too. Diane, she's dead too. The press secretary, there's a dead body in the White House. I think Kyle still has her body in the White House. Fuck, man. I think so. Anyway, she's dead as fuck. I mean, why is Priscilla not looking into that? She's the only one that knows.
She worked for Sam Dickens.
Yes, so let's get into that. Anyway, let's talk about Sam versus Richard. So Autumn 77, a long-term subscriber and a commenter. We did very appreciate your support. I like to correct myself, as I said I would. Her favorite character is in fact Richard. Not Sam. I said Sam last week. That was actually Bold Eat the Egg, who said her favorite character was Sam. But no, Autumn says it's Richard. And that's for a good reason. Richard's a good man with a shitty woman who somehow thinks food solves everything. Nancy has turned to a stalker at this point. Like,
she's trying to keep her man.
No, a restraining order needs to be filed. She actually reminds me of Sandy on the have and have-nots at this point. Yes, wow. because Richard has been very, very clear. Leave me the fuck alone. And she does not take no for an answer. She all showing up with food and shit. Now she at work. That's what stalkers do. That's clearly Lifetime movie shit. When the estranged spouse is like, I came here to get you some food and you gonna talk to me, bitch. Then fucking she's trying to intimidate, Richard's perhaps new woman, who's somehow acting like she don't remember him being married all these years. Like, what the fuck? We know that that this man was married. She's like, oh, I didn't realize he had a husband. He had a wife. Excuse me. Trick. That's a trick move right there. I was ashamed. And then Richard had to come out to be like, girl, what are you doing here? Where's our son?
How does everybody roll up to the White House? I'm still trying to figure this out.
She's like, I'm surprised my clearance still works. I'm surprised too. Shit.
Why do you even have clearance?
Why do you? Well, she's the wife, so you would think, man, there should be some sanitized place you can drop off shit, but you can't get into the inner workings of the White House.
She has no reason to be in the White House.
Sharon,
if you want to drop off a lunch, that's one thing, but you just rolling up like,
No, Sharon and Dale should not be in the White House.
Absolutely not.
I was like, what the fuck is that? Anyway,
like, that's a get off work, come to my house and have a discussion situation.
Yes. Don't show up to my job and talk about my son rolling off somewhere. I have no idea where my son is to get his daughter back from a cult. Like, let's not bring that to my job, especially when that is the White House. Anyway, we jumped around relationships. So let's talk about some of the new revelations, some of the actual good things in this episode. It's not that many, so it won't take that long. So we get Priscilla and Sam are arguing over their failed marriage going into divorce, apparently. This is anyway, so during the discussion, Priscilla announces to all of us that Sam, in fact, this is not the first time that Sam has fucked around on her.
No, he left her.
Yes,
for another one.
In while he was at the army, at the military, excuse me. So I was like, so who is this woman? So that's why she's so upset. So he has
That's why.
Huh?
What do you mean that's why she's so upset?
Well, I'm saying this is the second. She said this is the second time that he's like.
It was the first time. She'd still be upset.
Yes, but I'm saying though, like, I mean, she was clear. She said, "This happened once. I forgave you. Now you did it again." I don't know if they were married in college though. I mean, I don't think they were married, so not necessarily the same thing. So she didn't have to stick around. But then she mentioned a man. She's like, "I had a man trying to come after me, and I said no because I was waiting for your ass."
Unlike Nancy.
What's up?
Unlike
Nancy, right? Yeah, Priscilla knows how to keep her legs shut. Apparently Nancy was like, it's all family, right? At least I kept it in the. Anyway, we'll get to that. But with Priscilla, she mentioned a man's name. I can't remember, but it gives a fuck. The point is, that guy is. I'm hoping if Tyler Perry has any type of credible writing sense, that's the person she was talking to on the phone last week. When she was like, when Tyler Perry made sure she made a point of not identifying the name or gender of said person, she was like, "Hey, how you doing? I got something to talk to you about. Is this a good time? Blah, 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 blah." So I'm hoping that's the man that tried to get with her back in college. Now maybe he's a lawyer. Maybe he's going to help her get a divorce. And maybe that's how this storyline is going to progress. And then we're going to see Sam running around like a stalker to Priscilla talking about, "Hey, girl, why can't we bring this together? Here's some food. Forgive me."
Food.
She's like, "If I made you wait a year, you shouldn't have cheated on me. Now you're going a bit far." Look, I'm like, what's the man going to do with a hard dick? He got to do something with it. I mean, he can't take care of it himself. I mean, he can't actually. Yeah, he should have. But anyway, so we hopefully this revelation will lead to something. Maybe the guy that Priscilla's mentioned in college will be the guy on the phone, and that will turn into be something. This all happened because Victoria decided to act like Veronica from the Have and Have Nots, and confront Priscilla over the fact that she fucked her husband. When Sam specifically said, "Do not antagonize my wife if you still want the dick." Like, he said that. And she did it anyway. And dialogue that took way too fucking long. Damn, I'm like, Tyler, how do you drag out some bullshit like this? And it's not even an exciting conversation.
Never is.
I mean, it was painful to watch these two actresses just look at each other and be like, "Do you know what I did? What did you do? You know what I did. What did you do? I did your man. When did you do him? Are you upset?" "No, ma'am, I'm not." "Why aren't you upset?" "Because I already know, and I'm a professional." "Why aren't you ghetto? What are you talking about?" I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my God, the ghetto.
I was like, where is the ghetto in you? I was like, fucking Tyler Perry, man. I was like, but I'm happy he had, huh?
Is she supposed to be from the ghetto?
Well, I guess she just wanted to see it come out. Like Denise did, I guess, when she like whooped the shit out of Denise in at her clothing line shop. That shit was hilarious though. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny. I'm happy Tyler Perry didn't try to have these two women have a cat fight in the fucking White House over Sam. I mean, I was actually surprised that didn't go down because I was waiting for it. I was like, let's just see what he's gonna do with these sad characters. But I was definitely getting the Veronica vibes from Victoria. It was, again, I'm happy Priscilla just kept her demeanor after seeing the graphic video that Jason had of her husband giving it to the first lady a lot. It was rough. Actually, I thought Priscilla would be like, two can play this game, and she goes to fuck Hunter because Hunter loves himself some black ass. Let's just get that out there, as Dale said. Like, he's very consistent. What's up?
What Dale was like telling what's the little girl's name?
Sharon,
like, yo, you know he loves chocolate or something. And I'm like, what do you know?
You're right. That doesn't make any damn sense. Like, short of seeing the fact that he's married to a black woman, like the first, that is it. That's the extent that anyone should know about his history within the black community. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fucking know. I don't know. But Tyler Perry, like, you got to do better, man. We know that Hunter loves that black ass, but why does Dale know? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But Hunter, he is a child. Like, he's like, hey, Ellie, you want to come with me and see how I blew up something? You want to go take the ride with us in the big car? I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? This is what we're doing, Tyler.
Typical man shit.
It is, but I'm like, we got other things to do. Then I thought Ellie was going to see him flirting with Sharon. Like, that would have been a better moment, a much better moment.
Her or Victoria.
Victoria wouldn't give. I mean, she know how this goes. I mean, she probably said some shit. Oh, that's next episode. I think if I remember the preview, I thought, yeah. Jason, no, it's anyway. That's next episode. Jason teases Victoria that Hunter took Ellie, in fact, to that public event at Andrews with the troops or some shit. So once again, Victoria will realize that her husband don't think she's shit, and she's being replaced by another black woman. But you're right. One of those women both of them should have saw him. That would have been awesome to see both women. Like, I guess neither one of us ain't shit. And then Victoria can be like, see, he's moving on to the next piece of chocolate. Thank y'all. Like, you are not special, little girl. Like, that would have been good. But yeah, he definitely was like, I smell black ass. Excuse me. Hello, how are you? My fault. My fault. Maybe her pregnancy just gives off like hormones of penis is necessary. Like, I don't know, because Kareem is up in there. You know what I'm saying? Hunter wants to be up in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she seemed receptive.
Sir Jason come by, he'd be like, oh yes.
She's next to be murdered. Let that happen. He's like, damn it. After I get beating it, now I gotta go kill her. I don't want to do this. Where is his psychiatrist? Like, can't we at least get back to that? That was some type of progress with him. He's still sitting up there naked in his bed with his mama's sex video on his laptop. I'm like, can we fix this? Because I know he's not watching it, but it's still there. Hey, he still ain't wearing no pants. That's not a good situation. Anyway, so Richard has decided to take Sharon, who's pregnant with his grandchild, and Dale, who he just met, to go find Barry at the cult. And that took the whole episode. So now we gotta wait till next episode to see him be confronted by the Rakadushi. Oh my God. Like, why are you stressing this shit out? Why? Anyway, Hunter takes Ellie to the attack site. Why the fuck are they walking around in nuke gear? Like so I'm like, they got Geiger counters and shit. Like, what is happening? Like, were they told that that a dirty bomb attack was about to happen, so they had to blow it up? Like, why is DHS out there like they're looking for radiation? I'm very confused right now. And then on top of that, the Secret Service aren't in protective gear. So fuck them. They can get radiation poisoning. The president is not in nuclear protection gear. So fuck him. He can get radiation poisoning. Like, what is happening?
Tyler Perry thought it would look cool.
I'm like, is that what happened to the fake bonfire that was supposed to be going on? Like, that just went away, and now he's has random ass debris all over the place.
Oh, it was just like wood, just gently stacked. Not burned or anything. It was just wood.
They just went to Home Depot. It's like, this is get a couple pieces of lumber and throw it across the yard. It's all right. It's all right. He's like, The Walking Dead just got done filming. All right, so we're gonna let them clear out. We're gonna use this area real quick. We're gonna save some money, and then we're gonna keep this shit moving. I was like, what is happening?
Tyler Perry.
Fuck me, Tyler. Because like, it was, I don't mean that, like that.
Pause.
My pen is, but But at least Donald is like, this guy's an idiot. Like, what are we doing right now? And he gets out that car all happy, like, look, girl, I blew up this house. Don't you want to give me the ass? She was already fucking you. Like, what are you doing? You're working way too hard to keep a woman you already got. You had her.
She is not his whore, okay?
That's what she says on the preview. That's true for next week, but she will be sucking him in. So I don't know why she's going through all this. The fact that she's in the car makes her hoe adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to appreciate that. My bad. Anyway, Donald's wife, she's there for no damn reason. She just happens to be picked up by the one random Asian Secret Service guard now who happens to know her, like on site. Like that makes no sense, but I was still impressed. Like, excuse me.
You saw the photo on the desk.
That what it was? I was like, oh, that's some bullshit. I know we never saw this dude before. But anyway, now she's held for questioning. I was like, oh, this is bad. All because she's trying to surprise Bobby, who's having his buddy cop adventure with Max.
Who was the lady they were with?
That was Max's convenient ex-girlfriend from the military.
Yeah.
And she's going to be a recurring character, actually. I read on the Deadline article. So now he's magically having problems with his wife and his marriage. That's why he hasn't called her since he's been alive, or seen his son since he's been alive. It has been so long since they addressed his family. I thought I imagined the fact that he had a son, and like, but even his ex-girlfriend was like, so how's your child? How's your son doing? I was like, oh shit, he does have a kid, Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, it's all about my son. And when's the last time you seen him? Oh, it's been a while. Does he even know you're alive? Absolutely not. But we're gonna show up to her house because she's gonna help us take down the president.
Well, we got a son this time instead of a daughter.
True. Now that leaves all right. We're trying to mix that stuff. Oh, thank you for that. Jason is Wyatt. Spoiled kid, ungrateful, wants his parents dead. He's Wyatt. Victoria is Veronica. Mm-hmm. Like Wyatt, he has a sister who was magically killed off or taken off the show and will not return. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of these characters. You can see him. He's like, you know what? I'm looking for the Hannah. Who's the? I thought that was gonna be Nancy.
It started off as Nancy, but she went astray.
That's true, right? That's true. She was supposed to be the Jesus loving soul of the show, and she got that father penis. And so back to that real quick. So Richard says you already love your baby daddy. Like, is his dad still alive? Is that what we're doing? Like, should he call him? Huh?
Yes. I would think he would be dead. Otherwise, there would have been a confrontation of such.
I was like, what? Do we even know his name? Does anybody? I don't know. Even Richard's dad even has a name, dude. You can't just be some random dick. I mean, you need. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on with that. Again, Max is gonna hook up with this girl now. I guess he's completely healed from being shot and blown up, but he just needed to shower because he stank. Bobby has that little what looks like a side belly button on him for being shot. I was like, what? I was like, where's this shot wound that old girl stuck her finger into? Tickle, 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 tickle. But that got healed up nicely. Kyle is still upset that Donald is humoring his wife. And then she is trying to convince Bobby that she had no choice but to go back because she's trying to stay safe. But she still's like, when she called him, he's like, I ain't got time for this shit. She's like, I want to come see you. I love you, but I need to be safe. So I came back here. He's like, I click. I mean, that dialogue was drawn out. She's like, just let me say it. Well, then say it then. Well, I just thought that maybe you would understand. I was like, fucking Tyler Perry. Why are we dragging this conversation out, bro? It's not like he don't got anything to get into. He just don't want to get into it. The surveillance footage thing, I was like, what is this even about? So they could see Kyle enough to know he looked official, but they couldn't see Kyle because when Sharon sees him, she's like, hello, sir, at the White House. She's like, I'm like, she has no clue who he is. And then Dale's like, I've gone through some shit. He don't want to fuck with me. What did you do when this man confronted you? Absolutely nothing. You begged and cried for him to let you go, and then he finally did.
Wasn't that whole assault with him laying on the living room couch and he did nothing?
Yes. Yeah. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, he didn't hear or see shit when two men busted into this house, fucked Kyle up and left. Nothing. I was like, so what are you talking about, bro? I've been through some shit. What have you been through? We barely saw you in Ruthless. So what have you been through?
Loading groceries is hard work.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. It's it's all over the place. So yeah, I don't know. And then to this episode, we got to move forward. We just got to move forward and get to the next episode. Hopefully, Tyler will give us something useful to discuss and watch. It's getting very, very boring at this rate. I don't want to see Hunter trying to fuck Sharon. Like I don't want that. Because at that point, I mean, she already pregnant. She already know who the daddy is. But I mean, how many other men she can have up in there? I mean, it's gonna hurt my stomach if she's like, you know what, the president swept me off my feet.
And fuck up from the pharmacy to the White House.
That's up. That's an upward trajectory. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's something. That's something. Maybe give her a place to live. Because right now, oh, that's the other thing. Like Barry is officially her ex. Like she's like, oh, we're gonna talk about my ex-boyfriend. I was like, oh wow, does he know y'all broke up? Because you with Kareem real hard, and Dale's like, I know what love looks like. And that man is in love with you. I was like, what about his kid, bro? You just barely met this dude. You don't know Kareem like that? And that's what it is. Now Sharon is like, you can come live with us. Bitch, you just moved in.
Oh my gosh. First of all, why? It's not your house.
Right? You ain't got no claim to his shit. To be like, I'm moving somebody else in here. A gay man who said your man was attractive.
Sharon is a homosexual.
What's up?
Sharon is a homosexual. You just go from house to house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hobo. Yeah. You're right. Like, damn, girl, like stand on your own. Maybe Hunter would give her some money so she could live on her own. Stop living off men. Like this is not a good look for you.
We should get a pharmacy out of it. He got old girl a boutique, right?
That's right. Maybe what happened to a Kareem selling drugs? What happened to that?
He died with Picky or whatever his name is.
What happened to that? Like, you had a funeral, that's it? Like, I mean, like, are we gonna bury him? I'm like, what happened to where was the sister that took care of him? I'm like, what happened to that? I don't know. I just think Nancy would be like, okay, let me put my son in the ground. Let me, and then I can move on. You don't go to the dad's grave or your father-in-law's grave. Were they married at the time when she fucked the daddy?
I would think so.
I was like, and then like, where was the sister? What was the mother-in-law? There's no mention of a mother-in-law. I don't know, man. Anyway, fuck it. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, guys. Did y'all actually like this episode? I dare you to tell me why. I'm open to it. I'm open to put in the comments, David, this was a great episode. You are wrong. This is what I loved about it. Tell me the great writing of Tyler Perry. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, you can comment on the video, share the video, help us grow this family. We will be back next week. We will continue this season out, and then we will reevaluate at the end of the season. But if this shit does not get better, if this does not get back to the level of season 1, we will be done with the show. And we got other Tyler Perry properties to review. But this ain't looking good. This is going downhill very quickly. And again, I dare you to tell me otherwise. See you next week. Take care of yourselves and each other.